Hey guys on YouTube, Shakira Lover Forever here. Today I'm going to show you the Smeg washer dryer, 6 kilo 1200 spin, made by Ado. Still has the 4 paddles. So far so good. It's a really nice washing machine. It's fairly basic, fairly simple, but it's like simple done well. It does a good job overall. Let's have a look. The drawers like speckled colour. Decent sized powder bit with liquid insert if you want. Softener, pre-wash. Dry times here. It's a shame there's no centre drying on it, but that's fine. Like it's old school. 1200 spin. Got your wash progress there. You can have pre-wash, you can intensify the wash, which makes it longer. You can do extra rinse. Right, so what the rinsing does is, if you have a medium to small load, it will do 2 standard rinses of a low but visible level, maybe to about here. If you have a large load, it automatically does 3 rinses, and the water level is usually up about here. And you can also press extra as well, so you will always get at least 2 rinses or 3 for big loads, and if you press that you'll get at least 3 and then you'll get 4 for big loads. So it's actually a really good rinser. The inter spins are just bursts though, they're not full spins. You can have 75 degrees but you can't have 50. Cotton, synthetics, delicates, wool, delicates, cold. Quick wash 35, which is okay. A little bit short but it's okay for a few items. Daily wash 40 degrees. Now it's more like an eco cycle because it lasts 3.5 hours, so really that should be called daily eco, and that does 2 really high rinses as well. Cold wash, which is basically cottons, and dry it on its own, rinses, pump and spin. It feels quite solid. It's got a screen on it, but it's a flat screen, so it doesn't really get in the way of trying to see what's happening inside. Standard Ado drum with 4 paddles, which I like. Small paddles, but everything tumbles really well because it does quite fast tumbles. So no complaints there. So it's basically I like how it's got an old school feel about it, like it feels very 2000s. But it's still modern enough looking to go in a modern laundry room. The only downside is that it doesn't have a 50 degrees, which I'm not too fussed about, and you can't pause and open the door at any time unless you put the plug off. It only has start and that button doesn't stop or pause or anything. Apart from that, overall great washer. The dry cycle is quite good as well. It only dries 3 kilos. And seems to work fairly good. So I'm going to do some white towels today. Pretty much a similar load that I did in the Indesit, but it's been like a week later and I've managed to accumulate some more towels to wash. Everyone likes a white towels wash. Detergent I'm using Dreft. I'm in a Dreft phase at the moment. I've got my Dreft powder. I think that's for colours. And then Dreft liquid, which is Amazon Rain Scent, and that's for colours. And that's the softeners, which are quite nice. They don't have much scent, they're very light. But I love the white one. It's got an old school sunscreen type scent about it. That's my favourite. But in this load I'm going to use the Dreft, American Dreft liquid, because it's not specifically for colours, it's more just for baby clothes. But a lot of Americans use it because it actually does a really good job on standard adult clothes. And it's got 5 enzymes in it, so I'm going to use that on my whites and see how they come up. So I'm going to kind of stop talking now and start the load for you. That was my little overview of it. It was $1,100, which is about £500, $550. For a washer dryer is okay. Right, so I've got some stains here. Had some curry the other night. So there's 2 stains there. and a big curry stain there. So let's see how Dreft, if it actually works. I don't know if it will, but it removes stains, but I'm not sure if it probably doesn't bleach. That stain probably needs some bleach to disappear. So we've got like a almost full load of towels, but enough so you can still see the load tumble. So this should register as a large load, so we should get 3 rinses standard and high rinses at that. So I'm going to just leave it as is, and that'll be 3 rinses, okay? So detergent, I'm going to use the Dreft. It's hard to do it one-handed. That's about 60 mils, which is the large load level. Hopefully it's not too sudsy. Still fairly clean. I've only had it a few months. Softener wise, we're going to use, we'll use the white one because it's my favourite. So it's just under 1.5 for a full load. Sorry, I've been talking for nearly 7 minutes. Now I'll let the machine get on with it and I'll show you what it's all about. It's not too noisy either. It's a brush motor, but it's quite quiet. Okay, I'm going to use the cotton 75 cycle because we can. Fast spin, no extra options. Okay. It's quite a quick washer as well. Like if you do a cotton's 30 or 40, it literally heats up and then washes for about 15 minutes. If you've got a medium load. And it whizzes through the rinses and the interspins, so before you know it, the wash is done. I mean, if you press intensive wash, you'll get a longer cycle. There you go. I'll turn the flash on later. It comes down the front like the old Maloney style. So this is, I think this is where it senses whether it's a big load or a small load, depending on how much it needs to top up. Very nice washer overall. I really love it. It just does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't faff about too much. I love the design of it, the shape of it. Like, it's just basic but good. It's got an old school feel about it. I'm not scared to use rinse water. It's quite a small drum. Well, it is only a 6 kilo, but it works for me because I don't tend to do massive loads anyway, and I've got some other machines anyway. I like to separate my colours. I just had to have it because it was different. You know, I haven't seen any other Ardo made machine in Australia in a few years, so I just had to try it. And so far so good. I'm really happy with it. It's got a real nice chug when it drains as well. I think that's all I have to say about it. I'm normally the kind of person that just uses 60 or 90. I don't really believe in this 75-degree thing, but hey, I'm just doing it because I can, really. Even though I think it's a bit daft. So we heated to 75 and we did about 15 minutes wash. And there we go, we're on cool down. There's a stepped cool down. So a fairly decent wash, but see if you wanted a longer wash, intensive wash button, it makes it like quite a bit extra longer. Draining for first spin.